are driven by the finer things. I see more than materials and wealth. What have you got to give to me? What I don't already give myself. You are driven by the...
Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of Illuminated Disclaimer, where I am your host, Sydney. Hope you're finding new ways which are inventive to find some illumination in your path. So I just want to talk about judgment. Now, I want to talk mainly about judgment because this is something that I'm currently going through right now. I did some introspective walking, and that essentially for me means I go on a lot of walks, I talk out loud, and I try to find solutions to a lot of the issues that I'm currently facing. I realized that, for example, I was a people pleaser and I was burning myself out as a result. Now, people were telling me these kind of things and people were giving me my energy, but it was only until I accepted the fact that I was a people pleaser, I realized, whoa, how am I gonna change that? And it was beautiful, and I love just going through these walks and just getting things out, because no matter what you're going through, if you feel tension or resistance or you want to change, accept it, say it, I am this person, but I don't intend to be this person any longer. And slowly become that person by changing yourself into your destined reality, your timeline. You need to make sure that you look within yourself, appreciate who you are now and love yourself regardless, but also accept that it's time to change and move on and become someone new and more resonant to your goals and dreams and ambitions. So another thing I realized was I am too judgmental. Now, you probably see, if you know me in person, you're like, Sydney's judgmental? Sydney's just like the most chillest person in the room, just watching, you know? But all of us fall into that trap. We live in a world where there is a lot of negativity. And sometimes we accept this negativity without knowing. And me growing up, we judged a lot. It was family, it was friends, it was social settings, it was education system. We judge, we compare. Even going in school, like, because I didn't get the grades that I wanted, I couldn't get to the school that I wanted, and people would judge me as a result. Oh, you should have got that, you should have got that. They're basically judging you, saying that you're not good enough. And as a result, by attracting these energies and letting them sink in and be consumed by these energies, I realized that I became much more judgmental as well. So my goal for 2023 was to actually think, all right, Sydney, you are judgmental. Yeah, sometimes you judge people and you just look at things and you assume them to be so. You might see this person and think, yeah, that person's this, that person's that. So I was just thinking of ways that I could become less judgmental. Now, I'm gonna write some examples on the board of how I personally find ways not to judge people. I become more subjective. So I realized that if I say this to this person, yeah, I feel that you're unattractive, I realize what I'm thinking is subjective. You know, who's pretty? Who isn't pretty? We live in a societal norm of conformity. We assume that somebody's pretty because they have the right dimensions to be pretty. They might have the right cheek structure. It's all maths, as I like to say, it's all maths. Cheek structure, distance between the eyes and the nose, height, weight, it's all numbers, yeah? But from a physical plane, it's so much more things. And you might be like, oh yeah, unattractive. But that's the thing, that's a subjective opinion, isn't it? Realize that your thoughts are subjective, it's only conclusive of what you deem to be attractive. So as a result, just say, this person is not my type, yeah? This person is attractive, but not to me. Or that person, as I like to say, that person's that human being is a human being, that soul is a soul, you know? You don't even have to judge. Why do you need to say an opinion to someone which is negative? We don't necessarily have to do that. We just need to accept that people are the way they are. and what your views are is a subjective view. But if you start gossiping and saying that this person's ugly and unattractive or whatever, then you are bringing out more negativity into the world, and you might not get where you want to go with that negativity still rampant within you. You might unintentionally hurt people, or you might turn into a person who likes hurting people and getting that energy. But take it from me, my personal opinion, using that negative energy as a means to fuel yourself, it doesn't usually tend to end well, because that is pressure on your back, and more people will understand who you are later on down the line and will be judgmental towards you. You judge, you attract the opportunities for judgment to be cast back onto you. Okay? I also realized that when it comes to judgmental, it's not a place of love. I talk about a fear-based mindset and a love-based mindset in my previous video. And what I realized was, when I think of a place of fear, I usually say something that's judgmental. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't want that. It's a fear of not liking that. It's a fear of not doing that. It's a fear of just thinking that you're not good enough. Oh, I don't like that car. Oh, I don't like the fact that that person's wearing a Rolex. I used to do that, But that was a fear because of my inadequacies and my self-esteem. Now I realize from a love-based point of view, like, why should I judge you? Everybody's going in their own path. People are 16, people are 60, people are 49, and people are 94. We are all different people on different paths, but in this age of conformity, we are all treated and looked at the same. Okay. Now, the last one we'll talk about when it comes to judgment, it's a plethora of things, yeah. But I think I'm going to go with understanding. I don't want to talk about too much information. I would rather bring up more episodes down the line so I could talk about different parts of judgment. Understanding. If you judge, you are making the assumption that you know everything that you need to know. And if you speak to specific people, then you tend to find that these people will not want to interact with you because you have a stern viewpoint on certain things, and you don't allow people to say their points of views. When you're saying judgmental, you're saying white is white and black is black and red is red and blue is blue. But when you have an understanding, although you know in your mind that you are right, which is perfectly fine, you can actually listen to other people's opinions and get more of a wider scope of things. Because although a lot of us feel that we're right, doesn't necessarily mean that we are truly right. Like, for example, I see this about flat earthers and round earthers. I'm seeing all this conversation. Fair enough. If you believe a flat earth is real, cool. If you believe the earth is spherical, that's cool as well. The way I see it, I don't believe in either, because I haven't seen the world in its entirety with my own two eyes. So how can I cast judgment to other people's thoughts and beliefs if I haven't seen it myself? So I just basically say the world could be either, see points of views from both, everything, and as a result, I become more wise. I'm just going to write that there as well. The importance of being wise as well. When you talk from a wiser perspective, you realize that more people gravitate towards you, because people feel that you're non-judgmental. People feel that they can come to you. I mean, as a counselor, as a teacher, as a health and well-being trainer, I can tell you this in abundance. More people will come to you if they feel like they won't be judged. And you become more wise if you are open to what people say and you encourage that in your safe space. So, this has been a new episode of Illuminated Disclaimer, and that's my gift for you to think about. Like, when you say things, are you being judgmental? Are you seeing the bigger picture? Are you seeing the whole picture? How have you got a lot of your thoughts? Were they given to you? Was it beaten into you? Metaphorically, of course. From an educational standpoint, was it something that was cultivated to you by family or friends? And if you don't want to be that person, how can you catch yourself when you're about to fall into a judgment state of being? Are you looking from a fear-based mindset or love-based mindset? Just analyze what you do before you do it. And if you catch yourself after the fact, then just be easy with yourself. Talk to yourself, you know, and just say, why did I do that? I appreciate that I did do that, but I don't want to be that person, so next time I'll be more mindful. The key for a lot of these things is just more mindfulness. Until the next episode, thank you so much. Take care. And yeah, keep finding beautiful ways to illuminate your own path. Take care.